Encircled by SRD. Hey guys, Game Hunter here, and we're looking at another game in the annual roguelike release, Part A. It's called Encircled, and it's a game about positioning and positioning. At least that's what I read. I've kind of heard word of mouth that this game's a little confusing, so I read the Rogue Basin article just to make sure I had a grasp and understanding what's going on in this game. So we'll just take a quick look at the tutorial. You'll notice a few strange jumbles of symbols on the right of the display. These are weapons. The top one is yours and the lower one is your opponent's. In this game, you can't just attack any time. You have to be standing in a location that matches your weapon's user pattern. That's the one in the top left with the @ sign in the middle. Even when you're standing in the right place, you can only hurt the enemy when they stand in the wrong place. They have to match the target pattern on the right, which has the X in the middle. Your opponent has a similar weapon, although it looks like it's rotated slightly different. Maybe that's what the ARRP is. You and your enemies can only attack or be attacked if you both stand in locations that match the patterns. The enemy has some blanks in its user pattern. These can match both a wall, which is the £, and a floor, which is the $. sign. All the patterns on this level can be rotated, so your user pattern matches both of these. This and the... Okay. Huh. Okay. You can press R to see where your weapon matches. To see the color code for this feature, press $? For in-game help, or load the README. Okay. Huh. Alright. Okie dokie. And then, yeah, movement is anything you pretty much want. Hijikable Yuban, the Quadzukwa, or just numpad. The enemy's user pattern matches these, and more, I guess. Is that because, adjacent means that you can only attack enemies who are next to you, as opposed to, what, anything, maybe? The word one means you can attack only one enemy each turn, chosen at random. You always attack automatically at the end of every turn, and your enemies do likewise. You're going to be attacked by some bees. They're quite stupid, so you'll be safe if you're careful. Now try to kill 10 of them. Alright, so, yeah. So this, in other words, can be rotated as well. It just looks like we're going to hurt each other, really. And I can only attack one at a time, and I have to be adjacent for it to work. Although I don't know what this one means, so... crap, what was it again? S to start up? Yeah, alright. So I'm using numpad because that's what I'm used to. There's a B. There's another B. Okay, so R. Oh, this is color codes. Great. So, for instance, the enemy's in a position where they can be attacked. Although, I mean, really, it just looks like the enemy could be attacked in any position from here. I don't know. Like, for instance, if that can be rotated, then how is it any different from this? Is what I'm wondering. Oh, I'm not in a good position right now, am I? Ha! I am not in a good position for any of this. Any of this mumbo jumbo. So I need to, like, get around, say, here. Oh, crap, I took damage. Darn it, I took damage. I took lots of damage there. Well, I suck, in other words. Let's try this again. Let's try this again. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Okie dokie. So, oh, this is the tutorial question mark bit. Huh. Cool. Alright, so let's see if I got this straight. My weapon will only be used if I'm in a 4-directional area such as this. And I can only attack an opponent if they are in this kind of sense. Okay. And likewise, they can only attack me if they're in that position and such. So what happens right now? Nothing? Nothing. Except now stuff's happening. Oh, I see the difference. Huh. And it looks like I do heal over time. Yes, yes, I get it. I get it now. Well, not really, but... Huh. So... maybe I can attack from here? I don't think that's working. It wasn't working at all. Gosh darn it. I'm not understanding this, apparently. Yes, right. So, rotate, right, one at a time, adjacent, and then the one. Maybe one damage is what it means. So yes, rotate is the same for that. I mean, being in this situation kind of sucks. But because doesn't this count as rotating? Like, okay, I am dealing damage. Okay. These enemies are supposed to be relatively stupid, but they don't really seem to be stupid enough for me, I suppose. But am I even doing the ideal attack right now? I guess the best question is there a way in which I can attack the opponent, but the opponent can't attack me? And I guess I'm not really seeing one, unfortunately. You know, the closest I think it would be around here somewhere. But I don't think I quite have that. I mean, this shows what? Where I hurt the enemy. And let's just take a look at color codes, I guess. Options. That didn't show anything. Help. How do I use the color map overlay? Okay. So let's see. Can a player attack the tile? Player can attack from that tile. So yes, from player's current position. Wait, what? Yes. So that's this bit, and this is that bit. Okay, so the player can attack from the current position, but the player can't attack from that tile. Right. Well, I don't really see most of them. No, not from any position. No, maybe from another position. But, right. Player can attack from that tile, but not attack that tile. Huh. This is it's still a little confusing to me. I think overall, just the position that I'm in. Yeah, the blues. Okay, the blues, in other words, say it's crappy. Never want to go there ever. Say basically, they just suck. I guess I just sit there. I don't really think there was any other way to approach that one unless there was some kind of special spot in one little area. Level 2 will introduce some advanced elements. Oh great, just what I need. There are 2 weapons on the ground represented by yellow carrots. I think that's a carrot. I don't remember. Or an escape command. You can swap your current weapon by one of those by pressing on it and standing on it and pressing the F key, right? One of the weapons has visual range, so that you don't need to be adjacent. The other can hurt any number of enemies at once. Killing bees isn't important. To win the game, you need to kill the bosses. There is one boss on this level. Kill it. Okie dokie. This level of the tutorial can be difficult. Don't worry about trying to beat it. Rather, use it to practice tactics, pattern matching, and choosing weapons according to the situation. In the real game, you have 2 weapons. You can use F and G to swap the first and second weapons, and you can press R and T to recolor the map for the first and second weapons, respectively. There are some numbered tiles on this map. Anyone who stands on a numbered tile will gradually rebuild the map to give their weapon an advantage. Stand on a question mark to see this page. Yeah, okay. So there's me, and this is my normal weapon. So enemies on this map have, and I guess RFL means reflected, that they can but why would it need to be reflected? Yeah, I don't know why it would need to be reflected. Well, whatever. Just the point is that the enemies can really attack me from a lot of different directions here. And the enemy, it looks like, can pretty much attack me from anything as long as I have some wall next to me at all. Because I believe the blanks mean doesn't matter what's in there. So Magenta means that it's a position I can attack from, or is it? Darn it! I can't remember. H4. So, magenta is player cannot attack from the tile, and I can't attack that tile, but perhaps from another position. Okay. If only I can remember all those things. So I guess let's just try to get to the weapons, huh? So what's this weapon? That has to have everything, but it can be rotated. Okay, so if we just take a look, most of these can in fact be used. Is that what it's telling me? I don't know. I'm a bit surprised, in fact. Like, blue is bad, if I remember. Oh, I can attack from that tile, but I can't attack that tile. Okay. Okay. Okay, yeah. So, attack from it. So, blue is good. It's, yeah, blue is good. I just can't, well, I don't want to be in a blue and try to hit a blue. That's what I figure. Okay. I have to interpret these things as little rules in my head so that I can just quickly interpret a situation to be one thing or another. Okay. So the enemy with the current weapon has to have a wall with two blocks on either side. What's the cyan mean again? Ah, darn it. Cyan refers to that I can attack from that tile, but I can't attack that tile, perhaps from another position. Okay. So there's that. And so far I can't attack anything. So I could, however, attack like just about everything from here. I got you. I got you. All right. But I think I can only hit one thing at a time. Is the dealio here. And the boss really isn't leaving that spot. So this is not really working for me. Although maybe, yeah, okay, haha! Boss is a neener head right now. Stupid neener head. Getting hit by everything. So I could do this to get back in the range. But otherwise, am I attacking? Huh. I'm surprised that the B isn't. Maybe the B can't hit me from there. I don't know. I can't hit the B from there. That's a problem too. All right. Huh. Oh yes, right. Because the wall is incorrect. The enemy can't hit me like this, but I can't hit the enemy. I can't hit them either. Okay. So as long as they're following me like this, well, I guess that worked out. But they have to be adjacent to a wall and on something on either side at that point. Otherwise, I'm going to get very much surrounded here. Does the enemy have... Well, I guess I could take a look at the other weapon while I'm around. There we go. So what do we got here? This has to be... This is the same thing, isn't it? No. Well, yes, it is the same thing. That's perhaps the silly part about it. Except, okay, the enemy has to be... It's 1 and 3? Oh, yeah, that's weird. Are there any positions that match that? I guess they're around there. Huh. Yeah, I see them now. Okay. So for... Oh, ooh, damage. Taking damage. Okay, but now I can hit things. Or can't. Oh, blah. I just screwed myself, didn't I? Yep, I did. Oh, restarting has to be from here, huh? Right. Okay, well, whatever. Like here. Okay, good. Okay, and now we just hold the button down, everything dies. Yeah, pretty much. Although I am getting swarmed here. Yeah, it's stuck. That sucked. I can't believe I got... Because I can't do anything in these positions. Or at least I think that's the... I can't remember if that's the case or not. Once more into the breach. I don't even think I'm going to get to play a normal game. Man. Oh, yeah. See, well, the problem isn't that it's necessarily difficult, but because it's just totally a strategy thing. It's entirely strategy. Just the rule set is very unlike anything I've really used before. So that's what makes it difficult, I'd say. So the player, let's see, can attack from that tile, but I can't attack that tile from any position. Right. Okay. So that's the problem. Yeah. So blue pretty much... Yeah, right. Yeah, I don't want blues next to blues. That's what the problem was. Okay. And maybe I should just... Yeah, I should just keep myself in a position where I can't get surrounded too badly. Right. And then just finish this up. Okie dokie then. Okie dokie. Yeah, right, the level 2 stuff. Giggity goo, giggity goo. Oh, now it's, yeah, okay, next time I should potentially try to sit on the numbers. Okay, so this is one of those duties again. Oh man, I'm taking damage again. Oh, let's see. If I'm here, but I can't hit the ones next to me, pretty much. Unless I get... Where would I need to be to make that work? They still couldn't be adjacent to me. That's the major problem. That's the major problem. But I could use this position, right? Like here, for instance, to attack back. Nope. Nope. Right, because they have other stuff around them. I can't use the other one, so I'm pretty much just screwed standing here. That's for sure. I could heal up. That's another possibility, but I can't let them swarm me too much either. This is a position I can hit, right? No? No? Guess not. I suppose not. Hoy vey. Yes, okay, so let's just get myself into a good position here. I think I can attack from here? Yeah. Yeah, okay. Dang. And, but there we go. Okay, good. Okay, let's see. So this is a decent room. Very decent. It's about as decent as it gets. So, let's see. I need you to be a 3 like this, right? No. Let's see. Cyan kind of... if I could just remember the color codes, that would help a lot. So I can attack from that tile, but I can't attack that tile. Okay. Well, unless I was in a different position. But all these blues are bad, pretty much. And I think, what, gray is just... oh. So what's white? I guess white is what I'm seeing is gray. Yeah. Okay. Really, there were no good attacks in that case. I have some decent attacks here because I can wipe out the adjacent fellas. I'm not hitting you either. Oi. Huh. So they can't be directly adjacent, but everything else goes. Well, at least in this very particular position. Let's go ahead and see if I can warp the level a bit to suit my bidding. Very slowly, huh? Can't say I'm enjoying the position I'm in, but other than that, I'm pretty much screwed now, aren't I? I think I'm screwed anyway. It's kind of cool to slowly see the map change itself, but obviously I have no chance here because the enemies keep moving around. Man, this level just keeps changing itself. I don't know if it's even changing it for the better anymore. It's... huh. I think I also maxed out on enemies. So is there ever going to be a time where I can move away from this group of enemies? Doesn't look like it. Okay, but, so let's see. Suicide, I guess. Too bad the tutorial can't let you get to level 2. But, yeah, apparently, I mean, I can try it again, just very quickly. Trying to remember what's a good spot. Here? No, that's not a good spot. this is an okay spot. The odds of an enemy appearing directly in that lower right corner is low enough that I'm not going to care much. And it would still have to mess up other things in order for it to be a problem. Alright then, so let's see. Numbers. Where are the numbers? Okay, that's that's from the any position, I guess. Haha! Touche, boss creature. Yeah, and now, well, you weren't being totally stupid, I'll give you that. And now I've slightly caught myself in a bit of a quandary here. Oh, this is a position that's considered okay? Huh. Sometimes I mess that one up. Congratulations, you beat the tutorial. Yeah, right. Of course I am. Well, I mean, I'll try it. I'll take a look at it since we have a little bit of time for it. Is there options? Because quit is just going to take me... Yeah, I guess... Go to menu. There we go. Okay, start a new game. And fewer bosses, more floor weapons. Let's just do a quick game. That sounds easiest. Well, Munchkin game sounds easiest. But quick is technically more doable. So let's see what we got here. I got 1 and adjacent are my weapon type. And we need 2 walls and followed by 2 spaces that can rotate and reflect. But I mean, if it can rotate, I guess it doesn't have to necessarily... Yeah, okay. With a position like this, it could be flipped so that the wall's on the left side and those are on the other side. Because normally if you rotate it, you can't get that position. But like this one always has to be... any rotations are also... any reflections are also rotations. So I don't know. Right then. So that was fast. Except there's like 4 of them left. So that worked out surprisingly well. I'm not really sure I understand that position because they didn't have any walls next to them. It's almost like the border acts as a wild card position. So I'm not really sure about that one. Well, while we're here... Ooh, I took damage. Okay, well, boss is dead again. Doesn't look like any... Okay, there's some enemies showing up. Alright. So, what kind of weapon is this? That's kind of a weird weapon. In fact... yeah, it doesn't really look like it does all that much. It doesn't really have a lot of usefulness, unfortunately. So, I guess we'll keep the other one, then. What am I looking... That's an A. Oh. Alright, so there's where the bosses are. And yeah, just kind of being right on the edge there works pretty darn well. Is this a position I can hit things? Sort of not. This one's pretty good. It's a double wall. Although this one's probably best. And I want maybe this instead. Because that can literally hit anything it looks like. Okay, cool. Now let's take a look at this guy. I think I prefer this. Although, with the bosses where they are, it doesn't really help me. So, I think I'll have to keep... Basically, I have double the same. Huh. Funny. Which would be almost impossible not to use in some way, shape, or form. So what's this then? It's a double wall again. The bosses are moving towards double walls, so I could make use of it. There we go. And now there's 2 of me. Oh, well. I'm guessing the boss ran into an infinite loop because it was stuck and it didn't want to attack or something. I don't know. Okay, I'll just give it a little more of a try then. Okay, once more of a try. And it doesn't look like the weapons stay the same. So yeah, the weapons don't stay the same. Alright, but this is a pretty good weapon here. So, Oh, this is a cool weapon too. Although it's... Ooh, that one's a complicated weapon. It's a bit of a challenge to use. Yeah, it's a complicated weapons. Not going to use yet. I'm gonna go with slow and steady sort of deal. So, should I be able to hit you from here? Oh, that isn't. This one isn't rotate or reflect. It is literally just that possibility. So I'd have to be like here, for instance, right exactly in that position, and then I can hit anybody adjacent to me. But doesn't deal a lot of damage either. So, in other words, that's not a very good weapon. Oh, but this is exactly where I need to be to hit you. So, good enough for me. Alright. So that's a rotator reflector. Okay, good. So I need a wall with 2 spaces and then 1 space. And it can be reflected or rotated. So for instance, where I am right now does not... Oh yes, it does work because I have this right here. So that works. Or it doesn't. Oh, the problem is where the enemy would be, right? The enemy would require triple walls. Oh yeah. Like that position, for instance. So, yeah. And that's not a good space to be, because that doesn't have anything. Huh. So, do I want to be like here, for instance? Well, that works, sort of. Okay, this space is pretty... These spaces are pretty good in here. Oh, it has to be specifically with the double wall like that. Huh. Certainly complicates things. That's for sure. But I do have a decent position right here. It's just that I can't hit anything that's directly anywhere else, but in that very specific location. Right. Let's go ahead and take a look at this weapon, I guess. That requires lots of open space. Well, that's doable, I think, like from here. Oh, but the target, yeah. I think that's what really gets me, is that simultaneously you have to have a position for users and for targets. Yeah. That's the difficulty, is that you're not only thinking... You have to think two-dimensionally from such an aspect. At least am I hitting? Am I even dealing damage here? No, I am not. So what kind of weapon we got here? It's a triple bit. Well, at least that attacks. So I can hit everybody that's going this way. Whoop-de-doo. Yeah, the bees love to just kind of get your game on. Hoy. Yeah, in general, being on the borders seems to work better than not. But I don't know. Otherwise, it's a bit tough to know exactly what you're going to end up having as a good position. Like, I'm trying to get it. I suppose my mind isn't thinking in the right way, and I'm just a little zapped from analytical reasoning right now. Yeah, I think I'm pretty much just dead. What is this weapon again? Did I used to have it at any point? I guess I did. It's certainly a better weapon than I was using before. That's for sure. But it does require the double... Okay. I think this one's far more usable, though, so let's try to make use of it. So, yeah. I think this is doable from here on in. I just need to be, like... capture the boss around a good position here. There we go. Yeah, that's a good position. And so what kind of weapon we got here? Ooh, that one's nice. That one's simple. Deals damage, it's simple, and it's simple. How come it's not working though? Could have sworn that would have been sufficient. Oh, the problem is that it's a non-rotate. So as long as they stand exactly, as long as that one creature stands exactly where that is, it doesn't really help me at all. Huh. Right, because each of these enemies has like a special AI, I bet, that works in certain ways. Huh. Interesting. Very interesting. But I should also be aware of the ways that the enemies are allowed to attack too. And I'm not really reading into that. So, probably just going to get myself killed. Yeah, there we go. Oh well, this has been Game Hunter playing Encircled, and you know, if you want a brain teaser, this is definitely a brain teaser roguelike. So, I guess I'm not in the right mindset for it, but I think it's really cool. And if you're into crazy strategy games that are turn-based, so you don't have to think in a multitasking sort of way, then go for it. Definitely go for it. This has been Game Hunter playing it. Yeah, right. And join me next time when we take a look at another game in the 2012 annual roguelike release party series. So until then, keep playing those roguelikes, guys, and take care.